Hey guys, thanks so much for being with me again. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you're all doing wonderful. So, I've been getting a lot of downloads and messages lately, and I just kind of experienced something. I said, oh, this is a message. I gotta get this out. So, I want to talk about anxiety versus alignment and how to kind of tell the difference and manage that a little bit. There comes a moment in everyone's spiritual journey, regardless of the size of the thing or how spectacular the moment, right? Where the thing that you asked for shows up. Like I said, regardless of how big or small. And in that moment, something kind of strange can happen. Instead of like getting excited or jumping for joy, you freeze. Or maybe instead of saying thank you or feeling grateful, you're like, wait, why is this happening? Instead of receiving it, you start questioning. And that's how we can get kind of tripped up. To confuse anxiety for discernment or ease for danger, right? Because anxiety tells us, what's the catch? This is too good to be true. Why me? This is going too well. They're probably going to take it back. Maybe I shouldn't trust this yet. Remember, not to be confused with discernment, okay? But anxiety is rooted in the past. It speaks language of wounds, betrayals, and patterns, things you had to survive. So while they say that anxiety, is worry about the future, it's rooted in the past. It's preparing for disappointment as a form of protecting yourself. Where alignment is it feeling natural even if it's new. You spoke it and it came. This isn't luck, it's resonance. Telling yourself, I'm allowed to receive with ease. This matches who I've become or who I'm becoming, right? Alignment is rooted in the now. It speaks the language of soul memory and divine timing, answered prayers. It doesn't need proof. So anxiety gives us that tightening in our chest or that feeling in our stomach, right? Alignment is grounded, calm energy. Anxiety is that constant need to recheck or overanalyze instead of having a clear sense of knowing or feeling right. That fear of being tricked, the echo of past trauma, that feeling of urgency or hypervigilance, instead of gratitude for being seen and met, or feeling that timing is unfolding for you naturally. So the example that I want to give you is something that just happened to me recently. So I said in one of my other videos, I'm in the process of moving. And I was kind of, messaging back and forth with this possible, future landlord. And I'm like really liking this house. I think it's a great deal. And I have in my head kind of some things that I want to negotiate or, talk to them about. And I didn't even really get a chance to ask. And they just started offering more, like sweetening the deal. And voice came up. Wait, this is too good to be true. And I had to stop myself because the future landlord offering more without me even having to ask was divine confirmation, right? But my old self, the one trained in trauma and survival, whispered that, right? Again, anxiety. That voice is not evil, it's just outdated. It's programmed. Okay, it's the voice of the version of you who had to be alert to loss, letdowns, manipulation. And she or he learned that sweet things come with strings attached, right? But this time, the version of me now, the one rooted in truth, said no. This is what I asked for. This is what I deserve. And that shift there, that's the real work. Not pushing harder, not begging, not being fearful. Oh no, if I ask for what I want, they might pull out. They might say no. No, simply allowing what's already yours to unfold. Because guess what? If asking for what you deserve turns someone away, it's not aligned. It's not for you, right? Regardless, whether that is a house, a job, a person, that's the message for somebody. When blessings arrive that feel too good to be true, too smooth, too precise to be random, maybe it's not too good to be true. Maybe it's true because it's good. And maybe you don't need to question it this time. Maybe you just need to stay in agreement with it. Maybe you just need to stay aligned with what it is that you're desiring, whatever that may be. And when it shows up, be grateful. Maybe you're getting exactly what you asked for. Maybe you're getting exactly what you deserve, finally. So an affirmation for you. This is not a trick. This is my alignment speaking. I am no longer entertaining doubt where I've planted faith. I receive with joy what I once cried for in silence. Sending you light, love, and healing, and I hope this helps.